Morning, y'all. Welcome to Purple Bee. Welcome to your coffee cup reading, Motivational Monday. How you doing today? Just gonna throw some dice on the table for a general reading, some cards to follow that up and clarify, and just kind of get the general overall feeling for Monday, June 1st, first of the month, new month. Feeling pretty good here this morning. Get a little yoga practice in, get a little breathing in, turn on some music. I had to switch back to my other music. This one is throat chakra music. So opening up the throat chakra this morning. Opening it up. Hopefully we won't choke on our coffee. Have a sip of coffee or tea with me, please. Delicious. Again, welcome to Purple Bee. These are collective messages. These are not private readings. These are just general fun messages for the day. Take it as a tarot scope. Take it as with a grain of salt. Take it seriously. Whatever you want to do. Take what resonates, leave the rest. You know how it goes. If it's tarot's not your bag, if tarot's not your thing, just leave it. Find another reader. See you later. Bye. But for the rest of us, I'm going to pull some dice, so please close your earballs and let me pull some dice in 3, 2, 1. Alrighty. Let's see what we got on the table today. That is 5. All right, 5 of Wands, 7 of Cup reversed, 6 of Cups reversed. There's been a few choices. There's been possibly an argument, a fight, a battle, a challenge, a preparation or a lack of preparation for and a lack of choices, a lack of options. The options are very limited. Also, with the 6 of Cups in reverse, we're still in that 5 of Cups energy. So it looks like somebody's options are running a little bit low, or options are dwindling. I don't know what that even means as far as love, or if it's work, or if it's ways out, or we're just very limited in this row right here. I don't like to throw that out on a Monday like, oh, limitations. That's not really what I mean. Something in this opportunity, or something that was like something you were going for, because with the 5 of Wands on its side, it's like you kind of went for it and you kind of didn't. So it was like going in, but maybe you weren't fully prepared. Maybe like a half prepared kind of thing. But with the 7 of Cups reversed, that's also options, lack of options. 7 of Cups would be plenty of options, lots of ways to go, plenty of things to think about, but it looks like those options are not there in this row. Let's move on. Oh gosh. Okay, so now we have the 5 of Cups in reverse, which is really good. We have the Knight of Coins on its side. We have the Page of Coins on its side. Again, that opportunity to learn. I think that somebody coming out of that grief, maybe learning something from their grief, having a perspective of their grief had taught them a lot. It's slowly coming through that grief. You're slowly coming through that. It's learning new ways to navigate, I would say, through your emotions and through emotions that you possibly are tying to grief, or tying to a sadness, or tying to a loss. I think it's like in this case, you're trying to get through it, and you're making the breakthrough now, because now Now these slower energies are moving on their side. So when they're on their side, they're moving, they're shifting. It's shifting. It's shifting how you work. It's shifting how you move. Yeah, that's an odd one. I think there's somebody like coming out of grief and now moving different, right? Like grief changes you, right? So you don't do things exactly the same after you've been through, or even when you're starting to work through your grief, right? Things may start to look askew or have a different view, or your work looks different, or the way that you work looks different, or the way that you approach things looks different, or the way you approach like how you learn things could be different after a loss. There's a lot of different components, physically and mentally and emotionally, that happen, after a grief situation. But the grief is, we're worked through the grief. The Five of Cups is in reverse, so it's not like we're sitting in grief, okay? This is the after. This is the coming out. I'm going to leave it there. Somebody's coming out of grief and they're learning how to work with it, learning how to work, learning how to come out of that, coming out of their grief. Because I'm going to put this all together. We have 10 of Coins on its side, which is the money situation. Sorry, folks. And I do have the 8 and 9 of Swords upright. Okay. So with the 10 of Coins on its side, somebody has had some grief over some long-term investment, some long-term money, their stability, what they've relied on. It's a little on its side right now. And with the 9 of Swords and the 8 of Swords, there has been tremendous anxiety over this. Even some self-sabotage, even some self-worth, how one thinks about oneself, how one goes within and absorbs all the pain, absorbs the anxiety, the depression, all those, internalizes all those feelings, right? So something that happened with somebody's finances or their stability has really put them in a state of grief or a state of worry, anxiety, and there's worry and anxiety here from the finances for sure. Again, I'm sorry that I do have to get the numbers on these because the yellow ones are so hard to read. I am so super sorry that I do have to do this. I have to, okay, and that's the 10. So now we're at the 10. We do have the 8, 9, and 10 of Swords here. This is a complete ending. I think a decision here has been made about somebody. There's the 3, 4 of Wands on the side. 3, 4 of Wands on the side is decisions coming forward, kind of, not really. 4 of Wands getting recognition, but kind of, not really. But somebody here is, it's like a stepping out and an ending. So I think there was a betrayal here. There was a stepping out on the 4 of Wands. On the happy home, happy partnership, there was absolutely a stepping out. Whoever I'm reading for today, on this dice, today, something happened. I think, and there was arguing, there was loss, there was somebody stepped out, somebody reached out to other options, somebody is feeling regret and grief, trying to work through it, definitely feeling the anxiety and the aloneness and the internal struggle, the mental struggles that come with that, the financial struggles are kind of on their side, and somebody definitely stepped out in a betrayal. So whoever I'm reading for, if that is your reading, we are going to continue with clarifiers. If you would like to know more about this situation. If not, if this is not your reading today, it might get a little deep. It might not. I don't know. I don't want to, I hate to be the bearer of bad news on a Monday morning, but things happen. And and I don't want to say everybody out there has a cheating situation. That's not what I'm going for here. But somebody sneaked somebody. Somebody betrayed somebody. Somebody left somebody out in the way that they sidestepped them. Somebody was sidestepped. It's not like a Three of Swords. It's more of an internal anxiety that this person has moved on, right? So it could be a long-term thing with the betrayal because of the Ten of Swords is, the end of a journey, the betrayal, the final ending, the final betrayal, pretty much. Could be with a Pisces, could be with an Aquarius, could be with an Aries. Those signs just flipped over. I could be talking to any of those signs right now. All right, so here we are, inner hot bag mess. Options are limited, money's limited, our lover has left us. What else? What kind of country song are we going to write out of this? And let's write a good one, 1111. Anyway, I don't mean to laugh. I'm not laughing at anybody's situation. This is serious. Serious. I'm sorry. Sorry about the betrayal. Let's get more. Let's get more on this betrayal. Let's get more on this stepping out. Somebody was giving to somebody else. Somebody knows that somebody was giving to somebody else. Could be a Leo. Could be a Leo in this situation here. Could be a Virgo. Could be a Scorpio, Sagittarius. Definitely this is a divine timing. This has divine timing to it with the Temperance and the Death card. There could be a water sign here. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio again with the Death card and the King of Cups. Again, Scorpio, Leo vibes here. With that Death card, that is the definite ending. With that Ten of Swords up there, that's the definite ending. Somebody chose to go in a different direction with the Lovers card there. Somebody made a different choice. Somebody made a choice in love. Somebody took on too much. They went too far. They did too much with the Nine of Wands. Okay. And again, with the swords that we have up here, we have the 8, 9, 10 of swords up here. I mean, it's all right. Anyway, now we have the Death card in the center of the reading. I think somebody was ignoring their intuition here. I think somebody tried to didn't want it to end through the blindfold up. Didn't want to see it. Didn't want to know the truth. Truth is out now. Truth is out. The sun is shining on the truth here with the Ace of Swords and the sun. That somebody gave to somebody else. Somebody ended that relationship. I think this is there's divine workings here with the divine timing. Again, could have been with a Sagittarius, but again, somebody is now forced to sit and relax and chill after doing too much. And let's get a little bit more on that Temperance card. What's going on with the Temperance? Could be a Cancer as well. There's a Chariot card as well. Tempering that get up and go. That's been tempered. Making choices, going in different directions, kind of going off at the wheels. I feel like the Temperance tempers the Chariot. Like the Chariot's ready to go and make a decision and get in the driver's seat and go. They don't really want to wait. There's not a lot of patience with that card. And with the Temperance card, it's saying, whoa, hold it back, right? Somebody got out of control. Somebody didn't go with divine timing. I think they just got in their car and went and did the thing. With the Three of Pentacles there, there's definitely a third party or a collaboration or went into a different direction to work with somebody else. And again, the Cancer could be the person they decided to go with. I don't know. That could be something too. Let's get a little bit more on the Sun and like the knowledge here and the Ace of Swords about what we know about the situation. Can you tell us a little bit more about what we know about the situation? I mean, we already know there was a betrayal and ending. Someone really does need to go in, though, and really take ownership and take care of their self-care. I know that during this time we can start to feel overprotective of our heart, and really start to protect that. There's a lot of protection here when it comes to the Ace of Cups, Four of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. I mean, there's some defensive energy, there's protective energy, defending what you love, defending what you know, defending your heart, protecting it. So it may require you to go in and protect your heart here a little bit. Somebody's going into that mode a little bit. Tell me a little bit more about the King of Cups and the Lovers down here. This looks like the situation is what happened down here. I think they had way too many options. I think they utilized all those options. I think they've exhausted those options. There's some really immature energy here. I think what they did was just kind of like slowly, sneakily stepped out. There could have been just some immature, like, offers, nothing really big, flirting, low-key flirting, but also kind of like out of anxiety or out of worry. Maybe it was just like they wanted to reach out to someone. They're you know how when, and then we have the Ten of Swords. So complete ending there. There's the betrayal. There's the Ten of Swords at the end of that. So whatever this little communications and offers that were happening between these two, it caused the ending. 9, 10 of Swords, boom. 8, 9, 10 of Swords, boom. There is an ending here, folks. So today I am reading for the ending of a relationship. I am reading for someone who definitely stepped out on the relationship. Can we get some advice? I mean, can we... Because now we have to heal. We have to go in. We have to protect. Now you're protecting what's left. You're protecting your heart. You're protecting your emotions. Your very raw emotions. Your emotions are raw right now. I mean, tell me about that Six of Pentacles as well, please. The ending. Nine of Swords. Okay. King of Pentacles and Tower. There could be a divorce here, an actual fight over a house, the ending of a home. The home is coming down, the car, splitting of the finances. I feel like I'm reading for a divorce. I'm reading for someone heading towards. I almost don't want to read anymore because it's like, okay, I feel like I'm like, okay, that's your business. All right. So if that was advice, I would say with the King of Pentacles Tower, your what's coming ahead and advice is there's a breakthrough in the finances. Let's find out if that's positive or not. It could be positive. We do have the Six of Wands. So somebody's winning here. Somebody's getting something. Somebody is going to get something out of this. Positively, hopefully your reputation isn't completely soiled. Whatever you're protecting up here, it's not completely gone as far as like, you know, your finances and what you have. I think you can recover some of that. I think there's, you know, maybe in the legal system it'll favor on one person's side, obviously, but you know, somebody's getting the goods out of this divorce. You know, could be suing somebody for their money. There could be some of that there. It is 2 water signs. It is a King of Pentacles and a Queen of Pentacles. Or, I'm sorry, King of Cups. King of Cups, Queen of Cups is the Pentacles that were up there. Sorry. Okay. There is arguing here. I'm going to be done with this Sears Tower. The Sears Tower here. We have some things happening. Some breakdowns. Divine timing happening here with a breakup. And yeah, so with the Six of Wands, I think that somebody is going to come out the victor. Obviously, somebody will be okay from this. I think it's going in and protecting the emotions right now. Someone's feeling the rawness of this destruction right now. It's happening. It's in real time. It's the swords. It's the Ten of Swords, the Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords. Heavy emotions, heavy breakup here. Betrayal. And I'm sorry you're going through that. Let's get some intuitive messages on that. I'm not digging too far into the people or about what happened. And now that I'm reflecting on last night's 3-card spread with the blue moon, there was a very deceptive female energy with a snake that was trying to come out with the truth but didn't really come out with the truth. There was definitely some love bombing and I like you and text energy going on there. I mean, that could have been a foreshadowing of this reading here. It could have been something trying to tell us that, you know, a breakup was coming, some talking, some figuring things out. Maybe get some intuitive oracle on this situation this morning for our collective readers, or the very specific person, 21 minutes on the clock, that I'm reading for out there, that's protecting their emotions, protecting what's left, trying to salvage. Looks like divine wisdom. Divine wisdom flows through your intuition. Trust and act on it. So that temperance card, that divine wisdom, that divine timing, I think sitting in that energy and waiting for things in a very patient, divine timing way, and just letting things settle at the moment is where we're going to be at right now today with that reading. Again, not all readings are perfect and great and end with a sunny day. But you know, let's sip one for our homies there who are going through it. All right. Well, I hope you got something out of that today. And if you are feeling, you know, you are sitting in that betrayal, just remember self-love is there. Find your center, find your divine wisdom, and just follow the oracle. All right. Well, I hope you have a fabulous Monday, everybody, and I'll see you later tonight. Entertainment purposes only. Please don't take this. It's fine.